Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back for another TOS video. So we are here with the last and final extra of the Xirius series. Right, so I officially rate this as the hardest extra of the series. Right, this is no joke. I cleared it already, right, but I use a Tina team, which is a very unstable team. Right, I'll explain why as I move on, as I go through this extra stage. Right, so in this video, we're gonna do at Atlantis setup. Right, so this is not quite the standard setup for Atlantis, right? But it works for this extra at least. Right, so we have Atlantis, Cassandra, VR Elizabeth, and Xie Kenso. Right, King of Fighter players, correct me if I'm pronouncing this guy name wrongly. Right, so Xie Kenso, right, MVP, true MVP of this extra. Yeah, I love it when like common cards become MVP of the entire extra, right? And it's a hard extra. It's the hardest extra of the entire series. Right, so let's move on with let's get on with the video. Right, first mini boss is just a meta blaze with a flaming column. Right, that's all. We're just gonna move on. So I won't really call that a mini boss. It's too easy to bypass. Right, so second mini boss is Mars runes. Right, increased chance of dropping Mars runes. Right, so here just do even number of combos, right, for Atlantis to do maximum damage and then move on. Right, so here is where you have to be slightly concerned of your number of combos. Right, so here we have a time down debuff together with combo op. So Atlantis have extended rune movement time, so we're not really that concerned of it. Right, so for teams that have a default 5-second movement time, you have to be very careful with that. Right, so second HP bar is gonna be races against water team as well as a skill lock. So here Kenso is gonna unlock your members. Right, so activate Cassandra, Swagder to burst down this second HP bar, because being racist against water type, right, try not to play around with it. Make sure you confirm the kill. Right, so here I kind of just activated Atlantis as well, because subsequent activation of Swagder and other cards is gonna slowly -1 for Atlantis. Right, so he's gonna be back up very soon as well. Battle 6 mini mobs. Right, so this shows that the stage before that is one of the crucial stage for this extra. Right, so do it well. Right, so with that we're gonna move on to Battle 7. Right, so this is the longest extra as well, with 18 battles. Right, so it took me a good 7 to 8 tries before I get this extra right. So it was a very frustrating battle, to me at least. Right, so next we have one skeleton mob and one gold, right, converting dark and earth runes respectively. Right, so not really a life-threatening stage, so just spin and kill it off. Next we have Equitos, which is gonna burn spots that have hard runes. Right, so at this point of time, I think it's not really that life-threatening, unless your board is like filled with hard runes. Right, so that's a different story. Right, so simple spin. This guy is on CD3, so it should be dealt with pretty easily. Next, this is the reason why this stage sucks so much, because you have to slot in a time tunnel card to settle the first HP bar of this mob. Right, so it's a 15 water and 15 earth shield, right, and it's a metasphere playstyle. So we have the time tunnel to move the runes through the metasphere to convert it to water and earth respectively. Right, so if you have extra time, you can split the runes like this for more combos, and that's gonna take down the first HP bar of this Dragon Guild event card. Like, why is it even here? Right, so next we have Water, Fire, Earth shield, excluding light and dark. Right, so here I kind of clear the board for a moment. Right, then I use Swagder to clear off the water. Use Swagger to clear off the light as well as dark runes. Right, so here, try to one hit, one shot. This is very, very crucial. So, I'm not quite sure why did I stack it like this. Right, I think I got confused with another stage, right, in which is I think I got confused with the Sartian active extra, right, which makes me align that to have that time tunnel bought that way. Okay, I'm just kind of confused myself here. Right, so anyway, that settles that stage anyways. Right, so moving on, we have mini mobs. So here, I kind of just stalled a bit for Atlantis because you can see now at this point of time, both Atlantis is not ready. Right, so it's best to have at least one of them ready. Right, in a case that you screw up and you need a time tunnel very badly, you have one Atlantis up and ready for you to use. Alright, so moving on, battle 11 out of 18. This is one of the stages that might screw you over. Right, we have Vortex Runes as well as Flaming Trails. So quite a good combination there, Madhead. Alright, so be very careful. I think, in my opinion, just do one full attack and 2 combos. Right, it's gonna settle the Flaming Trails, and then after that, here you can just take your time to spin the remaining runes. Right, so without Flaming Trail, this Vortex Runes is a lot easier to spin. Right, so but take note of the left mob there having a skull. Right, so you have to settle that before he attacks you. Next, we have the Braided Maiden. Braided Maiden? Yeah, Braided Maiden. With above 8 combos as well as rune confusion there. Right, so here doesn't really matter. I think the 8 combos is definitely doable, especially with extended rune movement time from Atlantis. Right, so doing 8 combos, you're definitely going to dissolve water runes somewhere. So I believe just focus on the 8 combos, right? Don't have to care where your water rune is. You're bound to dissolve water runes as you spin 8 combos. Right? So next, we have 2 mobs with flaming columns as well as the middle mob giving you 2-second movement time. Right, so the easy way out to do this is 2 combos of water runes. Right, and then one of them being a full attack. So that's gonna settle this stage for you. Right, and then battle 14 out of 18 is a make or break stage for this particular extra. Right, so we have this bunny here with foul play, making your HP to 1, 4 electrifying runes at the corner, and then 0 recovery. So the 0 recovery is the one that actually screw people over. What do I mean by that is because yes, you have 1 HP now, right, and then you have 0 recovery for this stage. But for Atlantis, it's an exception because you can actually recover your HP by dissolving water runes, so it's not really an issue here. Right, so the problem with other teams is that you have 1 HP, and if you don't recover your HP, you're dead here. Right, so Felix is going to come in with 5k initial attack, right, killing off teams out there that didn't recover its 1 HP. Right, so here, I settled it using Cancel is not needed. I'm not sure why did I use that. Right, so Elizabeth is going to clear off the mark runes and then giving you a full clear board. Right, so Atlantis is going to give you time tunnel to settle the above 8 combos. Right, so Felix here, as he attacks you, is going to mass runes, so that's going to be very, very annoying. So here, make sure you fill in that 8 combo criteria and then get rid of this stage as fast as possible. Right, so Felix is one of the more irritating stage that actually kills you before the stage even start. Right, so next we have Iron Fan Princess here with Craft, Reset, Neutralize, and Reset. Right, so this is a very, very big stage for most teams out there. Right, so for Atlantis stage, we have a attribute disadvantage. Right, in this case, it's a good thing. because we can actually store our CD as well as craft back before the major second HP bar. Right, so here try to spin odd numbers now, right, because you want to fulfill that, you want to have that damage reduction instead of that big burst for this, for now at least. Right, so you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the sky drop doesn't really matter, right? If it gives you tons of water rune, let it be, right? But most importantly is you want to have at least maybe Cassandra up, right? That's going to be like 8 turns. Quite demanding, 8 turns, right? But with damage reduction it is definitely doable. And most importantly, you want your craft to be ready, right? Because you're gonna burst the second HP bar down and you're dealing with disadvantage attribute here. Right, so here I think I managed to store Cassandra up because it's really too good to store here. Right, so and I mentioned that I clear this extra initially with Athena team. Right, storing here with Athena is so painful, right, because of the unpredictable sky drop. You do not know how much damage you're gonna deal, right? Plus, if you run out of earth runes for 1 turn, you're dead. Not earth rune, heart runes, right? So a very difficult stage for Athena, right? So Atlantis is definitely a better choice, obviously. Right, so second HP bar is Enchanted Shield together with Trojan. The lower the HP, the higher the attack. So here, activate Swagder if you do not have any enchanted runes. Right, also activate Swagder if you find that you have not a lot of water runes to burst her down. Right, so you can see here is a healthy amount of water runes. We have 4 sets, and then I'm still gonna activate Craft because I'm not gonna risk it, right? Especially on this stage. So this is one of the stages that actually kills me at least 5 to 6 times, right? As I attempt to record this successful one for you guys. Right, so Craft here, upon activation of Craft, you're bound to kill this Iron Fan Princess. Right, so doesn't matter whether you store water runes on the board or not. Focus on scoring as much craft score as you can. Right, so second last battle, we have Nerza here with triple resurrection. Right, upon killing it, it's gonna increase its HP pool as well as damage, right? And then more runes are gonna get burned on the board. So, in my opinion, only the last HP bar is lethal. So the rest you can actually use it to store your CD if you want to. Right, so I'm not sure why why am I even storing here. Right, maybe for Atlantis, maybe. Right, so you can see the damage with Atlantis damage reduction is just gonna be 5k, and then dissolving water as well as for water for now because Cassandra is activated. Right, dissolving water is gonna recover your HP, so a very safe way to store, right, for Atlantis. So once every card is ready, you just have to prepare to burst down the subsequent few HP bar, in which is going to get more and more annoying to kill. Right, so I think this is the second last HP bar, right, because the last HP bar is a cross burning runes. Right, very annoying. Right, so there we go, the last HP bar. So here I kind of screw it up, right, for myself here. So cross burning trails here indicates it's the final HP bar, and then it resurrects not at CD2 but at CD1. Right, so this is definitely going to kill you with or without your damage reduction by Atlantis. Right, so here you might want to on Swagder for more water runes, and then Atlantis to burst it down. Right, so one thing I want to correct, you can actually survive one hit, right, with damage reduction. Right, so here I think I accidentally did an odd number of combos, right, in which you can see the damage is just like, okay, I could have made it with even number of combos. Right, so here I'm looking at the board and at myself, and I'm like, I could have cleared, But now I have to waste one more Atlantis active skill, which I find it like, okay, I'm like so screwed for the boss because I should have used this Atlantis now. I could have made it to the boss stage already. Right, so here I have no choice unless I'm brave enough to spin through all the cross fire chills, which is unlikely. Right, so here I just went ahead to activate the other Atlantis, right, and then here I'm definitely doing more than 6 combos. Right, so here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that's gonna kill off the remaining HP of Nerza. Right, so last HP bar is very thick, right, for Nerza, so be sure to burst it down. So boss Gold Silverhorn here is gonna lock non-god, non-demon, which is the opposite, right? I'm very surprised by that. And then he can only receive damage of his weakness, right? So within this turn you have to kill it off if you're using Atlantis team. If not, it's gonna convert to Earth and then GG for you. Right, so here I deactivated Cassandra, right, so as to just add -1 CD for Atlantis. So here I activated Elizabeth as well, right? So Elizabeth is already active, it's already ready for you to use, so like why not just use it. So all runes possess effect of water, and then first HP bar only have 9 million HP, right? That's gonna take down the first HP bar with ease. Second HP bar, neutralize, which is why I take the chance to use Cassandra, deactivate Cassandra for the additional CD reduction for Atlantis, and then use Swagder, and then you can see Atlantis have popped back up. So here, activate Craft, and obviously, right, last battle already, and then here, quite a perfect board, I would say. So here, just free movement time, and then hit the Craft. So for Shindu, I think the HP is quite, like nowadays the meta, right? The boss HP is usually at least a good 60 or 70 million HP and above, which is quite a lot, really. To be honest, Madhead is buffing up boss HP, right? And then you can see there 30 million on the average per card, right? So that's going to take down the second HP bar of Gold and Silverhorn. That's it. We are done with the Shindu series. Right, so that marks the end of one entire series of the Memories Traveler. Right, so this is going to be one full playlist available for you guys to view, right, in attempt to take down this new series, right, the Memories Traveler. Right, so let's take a look at our beautiful frame outside. Right, so upon clearing all 5 extras, right, this is what you're gonna see instead of the default artwork that you see before we attempt any stages. Right, so reward, we have Gladiator Alpaca. So I'm not sure why they separated. Maybe they forgot to implement the card. I don't know. Right, so first, I think this is the Gladiator Alpaca. Oh, 1 random power release material, right? So, and a Gladiator Alpaca. So I'm not sure which one did I open first. Right, so reward is a random power release material, as well as the Fire Alpaca. Right, so that's all for this video. Right, so hopefully this helps you tackle this sadistic extra slightly easier. Right, so with this, I'm gonna end this video. Right, leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and as usual, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.